Let's begin week 6 combining like terms. Hopefully you've taken an opportunity to review the notes that I provided you and work the problems 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 at the bottom of that review. If you haven't, I would suggest that you take some time to do that now, and then once you have done that, actually you don't need to work them, you can just look at them to see the answers. I've worked them out for you, but I didn't really show you any work on how to do them. So if you are still having some questions about how to work the problems, this is the place to be. Let's take a look at the combining like term video notes. All right, so number 1, this is a simple combining like terms. Remember that you add the coefficients, which are 2 and 6, and the variable stays the same. So remember, coefficients are the number that comes before the variable. Variable stays the same. Same thing with number 2. We're going to add -5 and +2. We get -3. Variable stays the same. So those are the simple ones, and those are more like some pre-algebra examples that you did. Now we're going to move into some that are a little bit more difficult. Remember that like terms include terms with variables and exponents that are the same. So in this case, we have 3 like terms. We have 8x to the second power minus 7x to the second power plus 16x to the second power. So 8x to the second power minus 7x to the second power is x to the second power, or 1x. It's up to you. I suggest that you leave the 1 off now that you're in algebra. Plus 16x squared. When you add those two together, 17x squared, or 17x to the second power. Now, when you get to number 4, and I'm not sure how you learned it last year, but the way that I have always taught my pre-al students is the easiest thing to do with these is to box in your terms. So we're going to box the 5h, the -6, the -8, and the +7h. Once you've boxed them, we need to group like terms. So I'm going to put the ones with variables first. So 5h plus 7h. So all you're doing is writing what's in the boxes, -6, -8. Once you've done that, you can combine. So 12h, and then -6 minus 8 is -14. So 12h minus 14. And remember that you stop at that point because these are not like terms. You cannot subtract them. Let's take a look at number 5. Number 5 has some different kinds of terms. We've got -4a to the second power times b plus 7 plus 10a to the second power times b. So again, let's go ahead and box our terms in. And then we'll group our like terms. So we have -4a to the second b plus 10a to the second b. And I know it's plus because there's a plus in front of the 10. And then I have plus 7. So here, all of my variables are exactly the same. So they are like terms. I'm going to add -4 and 10. I get 6a to the second b plus 7. So let's look at number 6 then. Remember on number 5 that we can't add these two together because they're not like terms. So they end up 6a squared b plus 7. Number 6, we'll go ahead and box in our terms. So we have x to the second, and then we have positive 2xy. I know that's a plus, but you guys know that when there's a plus in front of something that makes it positive. Same thing here. We have a -7xy, but that just makes this a -7xy, and then a positive 4y to the second. So as you look at these, if we're going to put like terms together, the only terms that we have that are alike are right here in the middle. So really, we're already grouped into like terms. We don't need to rearrange. We'll just take x squared because there's nothing to add or subtract that to. Positive 2xy minus 7xy. So we have -5xy. And then we have positive 4y squared. And that's all you can do. There are no other like terms that you can combine here. So this is in simplest form. Let's take a look at 7. Let's go ahead and box our terms. A to the second plus 7ab minus 10ab plus b squared. Again, it looks just like number 6. We have these terms out here that are not alike. We have these two in here that are alike. So we have a squared minus 3ab plus b squared. And that's as far as you can go. There are no other terms that you can combine there. Everything else is not like terms. Number 8, let's box our terms. 4x squared plus 2x minus 3x squared plus 8x. Now we have some terms that are alike that we can group together. So let's go ahead and put the term with the largest exponent first. That's something that you're going to learn to do as we move into some other lessons in algebra, so we'll just go ahead and start now. So 4x squared minus 3x squared, because it's a negative, plus 2x plus 8x. Once you get this, then you can combine. We'll combine these two. 4x squared minus 3x squared is x squared, and 2x plus 8x is 10x, and that's as far as we can go because they are not like terms, because this one has a power of 2 and this one has a power of 1. Let's take a look at number 9. Find the perimeter of a triangle with the sides 3x minus 4, 5x, and negative 1x. Well, the first thing we need to remember is that perimeter of a triangle is side plus side plus side when all three sides are different. And here they are. So we'll take and we'll put them in 3x minus 4 plus 5x, and then plus negative 1x, or we can just write negative x. Either way, it's going to be the same. So we'll go ahead and box our terms. We have 3x, negative 4, positive 5x, and negative 1x. And then once we do that, we'll go ahead and group our terms together. So 3x plus 5x minus 1x minus 4. And then go ahead and combine. 3x plus 5x is 8x, minus 1x is 7x, and then minus 4. So the perimeter of this triangle is 7x minus 4. It's making you do something a little bit different because it's giving you a formula to substitute into, but you're doing exactly the same work. Number 10, find the perimeter of a rectangle with length 3y minus 5 and width y plus 2. Remember that the perimeter of a rectangle is 2 times length plus 2 times width. Once you have that, then you can substitute in 2 times 3y minus 5 plus 2 times y plus 2. And then use your distributive property. 2 times 3y is 6y. 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. Plus 2 times y is 2y. 2 times 2 is 4. And now you're at the point where you can do your combining. So we'll go ahead and put our boxes around. Once you get your boxes around, group your like terms. 6y plus 2y minus 10 plus 4. Combine. 6y plus 2y is 8y. And then combine negative 10 plus 4 and you get negative 6. Be careful with that negative out in front of the 10. So your answer is the perimeter of this rectangle is 8y minus 6. If you need some extra help, you can go on my website, look at the useful links for Cool Math, Virtual Nerd, Khan Academy, any others that are there as well. Google combining like terms on your computer, and you can also get some worksheets that way for some extra practice, or feel free to email me if you have any questions.